Fan efficiency used to be a single percentage on a datasheet, and buyers learned to distrust it, because a fan can hit an impressive peak efficiency at one point and spend its whole working life somewhere worse. The industry's answer is a metric called FEI, the Fan Energy Index, and it is quietly rewriting how fans are specified, regulated, and compared. 10 minutes here saves you from reading the standard. Start with why the old number failed. Peak total efficiency describes the best the fan can do at its best point. Your system decides the actual operating point, and it is rarely the peak. Two fans with identical peak efficiency can differ substantially in the power they draw at your duty. A single percentage also invites gaming. Pick the flattering test configuration, quote the peak, stay silent about the rest of the curve. FEI attacks the problem from a different direction. Instead of asking how efficient is this fan, it asks, at this specific duty point, how does this fan's electrical power compare to a reference fan doing the same job? FEI is a ratio of powers. The reference power for the duty divided by the actual electrical power of the fan you are considering, evaluated at that duty. Read it like this. FEI equal to 1 means the fan draws exactly what the reference model predicts for that duty. Above 1 means better, and FEI of 1.2 means the fan draws roughly 17% less power than the reference at that point. Below 1 means worse than the reference. The number moves with the duty point, which is the entire point. A fan does not have one FEI, it has an FEI at every flow and pressure combination, and the regulation cares about the one where you will actually run it. Notice what got included. The reference is defined at the electrical input, so FEI swallows the whole drive chain, impeller aerodynamics, motor efficiency, and the drive or controller losses. A brilliant impeller behind a mediocre motor scores poorly. This closed the classic loophole where a bareshaft fan looked efficient and the installed assembly was not. The regulatory context, briefly and carefully. In the United States, DOE regulation and state codes increasingly set FEI floors for fans in scope, and ASHRA 90.1 references FEI for many applications. Other regions run parallel schemes, like ERP efficiency requirements in Europe. The details, which products are in scope, which duty points must comply, what floor applies, change by jurisdiction and by year, so treat any specific threshold you hear, including in this video, as something to verify against the current text for your market. For a buyer, FEI changes behavior in 3 practical ways. First, you must know your duty point before efficiency talk means anything, because FEI is evaluated there. This rewards exactly the specification discipline this series keeps preaching. Second, comparing two fans becomes honest, same duty, 2 FEI values, higher wins, no peak efficiency theater. Third, oversizing gets penalized naturally, because a fan loafing far from its good region carries a poor FEI at your point even if its peak is stellar. There is a subtlety worth knowing about speed control. Because FEI is defined at the electrical input, a fan with a variable speed drive evaluated at a part load duty can score very well, reflecting the cube loss savings you have seen earlier in this series. This is deliberate. The metric is designed to reward right-sizing and speed control rather than raw impeller polish alone. What does a good number look like? Directionally, an FEI comfortably above 1 at your actual duty, with margin, suggests the fan and motor are well matched to the job. A value scraping the regulatory floor suggests you are buying the minimum the law allows. And a spectacular FEI at a duty far from yours is somebody else's good news. How to use it in an inquiry, concretely. State your duty, flow and pressure and which pressure, then ask for the FEI at that duty, together with the electrical power. Asking for the power alongside the index keeps everyone honest, because the index is derived from it and the two must agree. If a supplier cannot or will not quote FEI at your point for an in-scope product, that silence is also information. One honest caution in the other direction. FEI is an energy metric, not a merit score for everything. It says nothing about noise, corrosion resistance, temperature rating, or whether the fan physically fits. A fan can carry a superb FEI and be wrong for your application in 5 other ways. It joins the specification, it does not replace it. So, FEI compares your candidate fan against a reference doing the same duty, at the electrical socket, at your operating point. It rewards honest sizing, punishes peak efficiency theater, and folds the motor and drive into one number. Send us your duty point and running hours, and we will quote the numbers that FEI is built from, actual electrical power at your point, so you can compare anything against anything, current regulations included.